morning. Hello, this is the breakfast in our hotel. This is the best breakfast that we had so far. Quite a lot of options here. We will need to check deeper, but it was very good in general. This is the main entrance for the Bana Hills, which are our main object today. As you can see, there are quite a lot of tourists. We are now waiting for our guide to buy the tickets, and after that we will be able to enter. As you can see, even before entering the Bana Hills, there is a craft beer shop here. So, really good touristy place. Let's see what flavors we will get here. This is a really touristic place. We just got the proof about that, because they told us that you should buy a main ticket, and on top of that, if you want to go quickly to the cable car, there is an option to buy separate ticket, which costs 300,000 dong. We will try first to get the normal way, because we don't know how much we will need to wait. But yeah, obviously a very popular place. All those people are going to the cable car, so you can imagine how long the queue will be. But it is well maintained, really beautiful place for now. So we will see how it will look from above when we get to the cable car. This is the cable car itself. It turns out the reason for all these people is that for the locals it is free today, so this sets just more traffic.
Yeah, it's banana. It's was named by your friends. So when in 20th century, in 1901, so it's maybe about 124 years, your friends in Da Nang, they was authorized to build a resort, a mountain resort.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So a group of French army leaders and some Da Nang locals, they travel to many places in the city, and finally they found this mountain. Yeah. So the friends, they came here to research the mountain. And they built a mountain resort. Yeah, it's called Bana Mountain Resort.
Okay guys, let me give you some more information about this place. It is really busy. Let me show you how many people there are. This is the so-called Golden Bridge. We are now waiting our turn to try to take some pictures. Meanwhile, here is a brief history about this place. It was built by the French during their colonial rule of Vietnam, and they used it just to escape from the heat in Da Nang city. Because in Da Nang city it is really hot for them, and they decided to find a mountain nearby where they can build a village with much better temperatures, so that they can rest. And this was the village. It was destroyed later by the Vietnamese, and whatever you see here was rebuilt in 1998 because the Da Nang city decided to develop their tourism. And after that, in 2007, it was partially transferred to a private company, which is currently maintaining it. So let me get closer and I will come back to you. Okay, pushing through, pushing through.
Em ra được rồi, bên tay sao?
Ngồi đứng rồi chứ tùm lum tà la cho nó đẹp.
Yeah, the place is very touristy, but the temperatures here are really better than in Da Nang. So I understood why the French built that village here. But it will be quite a challenge to avoid all these crowds. Here there are several cable cars which go to different parts of the complex. We took the first one, which goes to the Golden Bridge, on which we are currently. And after that we will go to the French village, where we will have a lunch. In fact, the architecture is pretty good, pretty interesting, but they really need to have some way to control the amount of people coming here at the same time, because it is really crowded. But yeah. We are now going to the flower garden, and from there we will see the Buddha statue and the French village. Here is the other cable car. Traffic is getting a little bit better, which is good. And there is also a castle. I will show it in the moment. Here is a castle. We'll see you at the garden. We are now entering the garden. Very interesting colors. This is a different part of the garden. From here we have a little bit clearer view. We are closing in on the big Buddha statue, which is the last part of this section of the complex, which we will see. And after that we go to the French village for lunch. Up to now, what are my thoughts about this place? Well, it is pretty visible that it is made especially for tourists, and everything here is new. But the idea is cool. They just need some control about the amount of people visiting at the same time. But yeah, overall it's good, it's well maintained, it's beautiful, so it deserves it. We are closely approaching the Buddha statue now. But before that, this is another section. You just saw some swastikas. They are much older than the Nazi swastika, and they are rotated different way. So yeah, this doesn't mean that people here are Nazis, but this is the original place where the swastika came from, and the Germans took it later. This is the Buddha statue. It is really big. I don't know how much meters, but really well made. Here it is from the front. Here we have also a very good dragon. And by the way, I checked, the Buddha statue is 27 meters high. Here you can see it also from the side. And the Buddha statue from a little bit far. Interesting perspective with the stairs. We are now going to the next station of the cable car, which will transport us towards the French village. Let's see what will be the queue there. We are going to the restaurant. This place really seems to be heavily influenced by a French architecture. Here is a statue of a lady in the middle. A little bit of correction, this is not a statue, but you can go and take a picture of yourself. But the previous lady was really good at staying without moving, so I decided that it is a statue. This is how it works. After a very good lunch, we are now going to the French village. Interesting sculpture here. Looking at all that, they really took their efforts to build it properly for something which was built entirely from scratch. This looks really good here. Yeah, we have confirmation from our guide that this is the French village, which is not exactly a village, but it really looks good. As a final, we will have a visit to the local brewery, which should be the beginning of a beer series, but I will give you more details about these plans in future video. We are officially in the French village. You can see the massive crowds here. Party is already ongoing. As you can see, here we have a beer plaza. Crowd beer here is a really well-made marketing strategy. We have also an interesting fountain. In fact, this looks like a mix of cultures and objects taken from different parts of the world and melted here. It is called French Village, but not too much of it is French in fact. But it's definitely interesting. Now we are entering the brewery. Here you can see some of the malts that they are using. And here is the inside, how it looks. Quite a big place, meant for a lot of people. Let me show you also the down floors. And there are the fermentation tanks. This is quite impressive. This building has the size of the bigger tents at the Oktoberfest. So it looks really well made. We have some kind of beer garden here also. And I will now try to show you the view of the sea. But there is quite a lot of mist, so I'm not sure what exactly you will be able to see. Quite a lot of construction is going on here. You can see how massive the scale is. I'm not sure if this is related in any way to the current complex or it is entirely different project. But the scale is really massive. Here you can see the same. If this is an expansion of the current complex, it will be really huge. We also have a small copy of Notre Dame here. And with this we will slowly go down back to our bus and back to our hotel. The crowd here was really good, so generally I recommend this place, but keep in mind about the crowds.